This is our 42th day of decluttering my parents' house until me and my family can move out and buy one for ourselves.
It's currently 7 p.m. and I decided last night that I don't care how long it takes or how long the video ends up being, I'm gonna finish that entire room tonight.
Can we say famous last words? Don't worry, I was prepared. I had compression socks. I knew I was gonna be on my feet for a long time and I was not about to get any clots. This box was so freaking heavy.
Can you carry this box for me, please?
What's in here?
It's all books.
When my husband thinks something's heavy, I know it's heavy. Now I need you to sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and prepare yourself for the longest video I've ever made in my entire life. Because, spoiler alert, we did finish the room. And not a single bit of footage went unedited. Did I end up going a little bit insane? Probably. So thank God for my ADHD because I don't know how I would talk for 8 minutes otherwise. Thank you guys, it's currently 7 a.m. and I'm still editing. Oh, we found my great-grandpa's shaving kit. If you can't tell, it smelled really nasty. It might have been my great-great-grandpa. I don't even know. Anyway, I've been editing for hours. I'm 29 weeks pregnant and I didn't sleep a single second last night. So if this voiceover is literally all over the place, that's why. You know what's really funny is the worst part of this entire thing was rebinning things. Like, you would think it would be the sorting itself, but it actually wasn't really that tedious. And to be honest, throwing things in the bin was kind of fun. But oh my gosh, trying to bend over to rebin these things in my third trimester was destroying my back. I'm literally so excited to have this garage sale. My mom was telling me that she thinks she wants to do like 95% of the stuff as grab bags, which I still think is going to make us a lot of money.
8:03 and we're starting round 2. Allergies are happening.
Yeah, I was really glad that I wore a mask.
Container.
Because by the time it got dark, I could literally see all the dust particles in the air and I was so glad they weren't in my lungs. I totally forgot to mention I'm going to count how many boxes I went through.
Already sorted.
Best surprise ever. So that number you see at the top of the screen is the amount of boxes that I went through last night. As I'm saying this right now, I currently have no idea how many, but I think I'm gonna be shocked. Found this baby picture accidentally thrown in with the giveaway stuff. Oh, and we had way more craft stuff than I thought. This is all scrapbooking stuff. Here's the bump date. Tell me why I legitimately keep forgetting that I have a bump until I see it. I don't know if it's just because it's my third or what. Oh, hey, here's the Lisa Frank folders I found. Like, I really do feel the baby kicking and stuff, but I think my brain kind of ignores it because I've spent years having phantom kicks. Oh, it was around this time that it started to get dark. If you've been keeping up, then you know that I hate that orange light. Unfortunately, the sun going down gave me no choice.
Oh, right now it's 8:40. And as of right now, this is everything that's sorted. Bins are starting to get really full, so I'm probably gonna have to transfer them to other bins. It's also starting to get dark out.
We were now almost 2 hours into this. This thing falling on me really freaked me out because I didn't know what it was at first, and it's a really light mattress, but for a second I thought I was about to die. This is just a side note for me to tell you how exhausted I am right now. I'm not going to tell you what time we finished because that's a spoiler, but I will say it was very late and my eyes are puffy and purple right now. You guys have had so many really good tips for the garage sale. I've definitely been saving them.
We have our own bookstore at this point.
Okay, literally everything you see behind me is books. I'll show you the full thing at the end, but it could probably fill like 3 bookshelves. Anyway, since not everybody else is reading the comments like I thought maybe I can make a video sometime about all of the advice that I've gotten for anybody who's thinking of having their own garage sale. Kind of a big issue that we're running into right now is that we don't have enough table space to display everything, and honestly don't have enough yard space for all those tables. I've had a lot of people tell me that they don't like looking through bins. I told my mom last night we should just price it out by organized bins and do like, oh, here's an arts and crafts bin for $25. It's a mystery bin. But I don't know, like maybe we could do that towards the end of the sale when we're kind of burnt out. We've been saving a lot of bags and stuff so people can do grab bags. We're thinking like $5 and $10 grab bags depending. And then we also have an entire bin that's just full of little tiny toys for kids and they can fill bags for $1. Even the bin with the toys is going to be kind of hard to look through. Ugh, I don't know. Oh, this was a really big milestone because for the first time in weeks I was able to sit on the couch.
Currently 9:43.
That means at this point we were approaching the 3-hour mark. Don't worry guys, I did take water breaks and I did also go eat dinner. My mom and I were joking around last night with each other about how we should just never buy things ever again because at this point we're just burnt out on stuff. I am so excited for the house to not feel cluttered anymore. And I was also getting really excited because that front room has been really dangerous for the kids. Like my toddler has just been constantly pulling random things out of the garage sale bin and there are definitely things in here that she should not get into. And I'm honestly getting really burnt out of chasing them around all day. Like I just want to be able to sit and relax and have them in a room that's safe for them to play in. And I think we're finally really close to that point. Just thinking this week I really want to start a toy rotation with them. I know, but the amount of things that fell during this, I just stopped caring at some point. Anyway, if that's something that you've done with your kids before, how does that work? Like, where do you put the toys when they're not in use? And how many toys do you actually keep? The amount of toys that we get is astronomical.
Here's an update on where we are with the bins. This is where we're at so far.
We were making serious progress, but yeah, my back started to hurt really bad around this point, and I did end up having to sit for a while, which also just added to the amount of time this took.
Wait on this.
Let me show you this.
It's actually really cool. This is a Singer sewing table.
This is how you set it up. It's really easy.
Not 100% sure if it still works or not.
Do actually still have all the pieces though, so we can test it first. So a lot of the furniture items and things like that we're probably going to try to sell on Marketplace or eBay. But I also don't want to hold on to them forever if they don't sell, so I may give myself a time limit, like, oh, if this doesn't sell in 2 weeks, then we'll donate it. Like, we still have the crib that we used with my oldest that definitely doesn't fit in the space we have now, so we need to get rid of that. That's actually the crib you see right back here in the corner. Freaking mattress again. That thing tried to attack me multiple times last night, and we've got some serious beef now. Anyway, I might put the stuff out of the garage sale anyway and just not take any less for it than what I want.
I had to sit for a minute because my back was hurting. It's currently 11:35.
That puts us at 4.5 hours into this. I think it was around this point that my mom came out to help me. We bought my brother's pizza in exchange for their help last night, so as soon as I moved things out of frame, they would carry them into the garage for me, and all I had to do was pick it up and put it on the table. But at a certain point, even that got too exhausting, and so my mom just started handing me things. So if you see things magically appearing on the table out of nowhere, that's why. Also, I hated rebinning things so much that I would stack it up so high that it would fall into the other bins next to it. Somehow in the middle of doing all of this decluttering and cleaning, I was still able to find something to procrastinate over. Holy crap, I think I'm losing my mind. I reached that point where you're so tired that you feel like you're drunk. Apparently that's a scientific thing that happens, and I don't remember why, but you can literally become so exhausted from lack of sleep that you start acting loopy. Oh, hey, look, it's something that magically appeared on the table. I'm sitting in the car doing doing my voiceover and I can hear my neighbors, does that mean they can hear me?
Should probably start breaking down boxes soon. 12:03 and this is where we're at.
It's okay, I'll just have my husband break down the boxes. As he said, he does it professionally. Look at that pile shrinking down. At this point, I got my second win because I was really excited. We were almost to the window. At this point, the stuff covering the window has been there for like 3.5 weeks. I really just want to be able to open that curtain up again and enjoy the sunlight. Seriously, one of the best things ever for mental health. I'm hoping my postpartum experience is going to be a lot better this time. Speaking of, that was my breastfeeding stuff I packed up. Or at least that was some of it. That's what I'm getting rid of. It's my old Spectra pump from my first baby 5 years ago. Anyway, I upgraded to the blue one and it's so much better.
Little red truck calling a Christmas tree.
I literally cannot see a little red truck calling a Christmas tree without referencing that now. It's just like involuntary at this point. Just like how I also physically cannot pass up a chance to make a That's What She Said joke. I just spent too much time watching The Office. Here's another update.
The time is 12:40.
So we're now almost 6 hours into this. I don't know why I had a smile on my face in that clip because I sure as heck was not feeling it. I'm gonna go back to the garage sale real quick. We were talking about the clothes and what we should do with them.
This is all we have left.
And while I would love to hang them all up, there's not gonna be enough space or hangers for that. So I was thinking that we could either sort everything by size and put them in bags, kind of like mystery bags, and you just buy by your size. Obviously, it would be really cheap if we did that. Or if we have enough table space, we can set them out folded. But my concern with that is that it's gonna take a really long time like last time because we spent 4 hours last time setting up the morning of. Originally, we'd wanted to start around 8 a.m. and we didn't start until after 10. So also, if we did the grab bags, we could hang up some of the more expensive clothes. Like I have a Calvin Klein coat somewhere in there from high school. Just things like that we would hang up. I don't know, but we probably have like 5 or 6 full bins just of clothes. Actually, now that I say that, I think it's probably more than that. Because this round right here alone had like 3 or 4 of them. Look, another thing that fell. There's this bird that keeps flying by my window and I keep thinking it's a wasp inside the car. Say hi to my puppy Holly.
I'm thinking one more round after this.
She was our Christmas gift in 2012, I think. And she's definitely a strange girl. Like she's got her quirks. We think that she was taken away from her mom too soon because she'll suck on toys like she's nursing. Oh, I totally forgot baton twirling was a thing until I picked that stick up. And it was like muscle memory. My voice is tired of talking. I think I'm just tired of hearing my own voice in my head right now. What time did I say I started this at? Like 7? Current time as I'm doing the voiceover is 8:16 a.m. Sometimes I have to pause the voiceover for a minute and just sit and think for a while. But then I end up with these really weird topic changes because the ADHD just goes random places. There is no telling where we'll end up. What's that quote from The Office? Like sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where it's going, but I hope I find it along the way. Something like that. I don't know. Somebody correct me, please. If you've made it this far, you're a real one and I love you. I would say something like comment so-and-so if you made it this far, but I kind of hate when people do that. Like I know what you're trying to do. Oh, hey, look, another thing that fell. It's that box. At this point, I had just given up and I was just throwing them over there and they were literally falling out of the garage. Like the pile was taller than I am.
This is actually so bad now. It is 1:51.
Literally almost 7 hours into this and we're finally on the last round of stuff. I don't know how else to explain it, but I felt like I could breathe again.
Feels like a big moment.
Here, enjoy this clip of me absolutely losing my mind. I don't know, I was thinking about doing the pregnancy waddle, and now the song's in my head, and it's going to be in my head all day. Speaking of, what is a classic viral video that you clearly remember from growing up? Be careful how you answer this, because it can give your age away. Nah, not really. Oh, guess what? You're never gonna guess. That green bin, you see it?
Last thing. Is that it?
That was the last bin. So now here's just a bunch of clips of me rebinning everything so that we could put all the lids on and stack them on top of each other and save space. I seriously considered doing this another day, but I really wanted to just be done with it. Plus, it was kind of really satisfying to see everything slowly disappear. 1 bin at a time, we put the lids on, and I was so happy. Here's a satisfying dump. Those are toys for the dollar grab bags. Okay, my phone is starting to overheat, and I feel like that's really not a good sign. I had to edit this in 3 separate parts, save those 3 separate parts to my phone, and then put them all together. My phone just simply could not handle the sheer amount of footage that I had. Watch my life flash before my eyes. That is my dad's shop light that gets so hot. It literally was smoking the other day. If you know, you know. Legitimately terrified that that thing was going to catch the plastic bin it was sitting on FIRE. But somehow it made it through the whole night without overheating too much. Anyway, sorry I'm so late on posting today. Oh my gosh. Clearly it's time for bed. I normally try to post no later than 1 a.m. Bet you thought I wasn't gonna post tonight, didn't you? Psych. Guys, this is our 42th day in a row. I wasn't about to miss it. My mom was cracking up and told me that I should say 42th at the beginning of the video because of yesterday. Here's a clip of all the books as promised. Containers we're selling. This is all things that wouldn't fit in boxes. There's our garage sale stuff from 2 different angles.
2:49 and we're finally done.
That puts our total time at 7 hours and 49 minutes. This is the before and this is the after. And the things that are left in this room we're gonna list on Marketplace. So finally all of the garage sale stuff is ready to go. And now we just have to wait for my husband's day off.